More clashes reported in Bethlehem after Donald Trump's Jerusalem decision. Protests have only intensified on ground. Protesters are now clashing with the Israeli forces as we speak. A spike in those tensions as anticipated post that announcement that was made by US President Donald Trump. A series of protests that have hit Bethlehem and regions across West Asia as a result of that announcement. US President Donald Trump had acknowledged Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and, as anticipated, has left West Asia on the edge once again. Let's go straight across to our international correspondent, Daniele Pagani, who's joining us for more on that. Daniele, this is another wave of protests that is now hitting Bethlehem. What more do we know?
Well, you have to consider that the city of Bethlehem has a fame of being very active when it comes to Palestinian protesting against Israel's decision. It's here that many of the organizations active within the Palestinian political world do have a sort of a stronghold when it comes to the activism, when it comes to taking to the street to protest. So there are heavy clashes against the Israeli security forces which are trying to contain it. This is obviously happening on the long run of Trump's decision, which has destabilized the security level of the entire Israel and the entire Palestinian territories. We have seen clashes also happening in Gaza, Gaza City, all the Strip of Gaza, with people also dying and getting injured. There are kids also stone pelting, and we have seen, all of us must have seen the picture of Israeli soldiers dragging a very young child who was stone pelting. This is also something which is happening right now. We can expect more and more. This is happening also at a time when the Organization of the Islamic Cooperation is meeting currently in Istanbul and has thoroughly, utterly condemned the move that President Donald Trump's made of deciding to shift the embassy, the US embassy in Israel, from Tel Aviv to the contested holy city of Jerusalem. The reaction we are seeing in this hour in the city of Bethlehem, but we can expect more and we can expect it to go and to last longer, is a predictable reaction deciding that the US embassy will sit in Jerusalem and not in Tel Aviv means recognizing a city, Jerusalem, that also the Palestinians recognize as the capital city of their city. This is a slap in the face of the Palestinian cause that the US president did. Therefore, this is the reaction that the people of Palestine are bringing up against Donald Trump's decision.
And you know, the contrast, Daniele, in terms of the attempts made by White House officials post that announcement and in the run-up to that announcement to downplay the intensity of that decision and the implications it will have, saying that it only recognizes the present current situation, is not a political statement, but that essentially is in sharp contrast with the ground reaction as anticipated that we witnessed post that announcement.
Very clearly so, Molly. It's impossible to downplay this move. This is a move that is impossible to downplay. Donald Trump said in a very vague statement, and the vagueness was very much researched by the White House. He said that they will move the embassy in the western part of Jerusalem, but they will not change the borders between East Jerusalem and West Jerusalem, that they will leave the border issues of Jerusalem to the parties involved in the talks, which means Israel and the Palestinians. But this vagueness, of course, will not be perceived on the street of Palestine, will not be perceived by the Arab world. The fact is that the US are moving their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Whatever kind of nuances you give, as sensible as it may be, will not reach the streets. For the people of Palestine, this is recognizing Jerusalem as the capital city of Israel. If Trump wanted to downplay, not to create problems, he should have very clearly stated that he only recognizes West Jerusalem as the capital city of Israel. He never said so. He very clearly stated that, according to him, Jerusalem is the capital city of Israel. Whatever nuance comes after this statement will not reach the people of Palestine.
And days after that announcement, tension continues to simmer on ground across West Asia. Look at the price that the people of West Asia are paying for US President Donald Trump, essentially just ticking off a campaign poll promise from his list.